Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Maincraft SMP. Now this next bit of footage I recorded on my laptop without a mic, so I'm gonna compile it into an epic montage. Enjoy! So, as you could have seen in that montage, I've progressed into create mod quite a bit. I've gotten myself a minimal storage system. I've gotten myself a bunch more create mod appliances. I took down this old steam engine setup that was over here and replaced it with one level 9 steam engine in the basement. There's also a mechanical crafter and a crushing wheel setup. And yeah, I've progressed a lot in the create mod. But one thing that I have right now as an issue is resources. I don't have a lot of gold or zinc or brass, and I have basically no iron left. So I am going to be making a farm to automate all of it. Now you're probably wondering, how are you going to automate everything with one singular farm? Well, there's this recipe for tuff. And tuff can be made by 9 cobblestone and 50 millibuckets of lava. And now if you crush tuff using a crushing wheel, you'll have a 10% chance to get any type of nugget, which you can then use a compactor to compact back into a full ingot. Now, even though this is like an efficient recipe, it will be very, very useful once I assemble it, because it produces every single type of ingot without me having to mine. So I will just be able to sit there while it produces hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ingots. So I'm gonna mine some more iron so I can make this farm, and then yeah, free resources. So this mountain should have like a ton more iron here that I can mine in order so that I can make some more andesite alloy for my tough farm. Okay, I've gotten all the iron I need now, and there's this mod, create simple ore doubling, which will allow you to double the output of your, or even triple the output of your ores, simply by compacting it in a heated basin. And these ores can be smelted back into normal ores, but they're at a massive profit. Okay, so it looks like I'm out of blaze burners to use for the compacting setup, so I am going to go to a nether fortress to capture more blaze burners. Now I have all the blaze burners that I need for the setup. And there you go, it's producing a lot of crushed raw iron. And there you go, that's over 4 stacks of iron. That is crazy. Like 1.5 stacks of raw iron can be turned into what, 4.5 stacks of iron ingots is a crazy recipe. Honestly, might need to be balanced. And that's a mechanical extruder. A mechanical extruder is basically like a cobblestone generator, except it is more lag friendly and compact, which is very good. Okay, now I have a rudimentary tough farm set up, and now I need to crush it using a pair of crushing wheels, which I'll make next. And there are the crushing wheels. And just like that, the farm is done. Currently it's not very fast though because of like inefficiencies with the cobblestone generator. If I add a bit more cobblestone generators, it should be generating like 1 ingot per like 5 seconds, which is very good. Yo, what are you doing?
I was getting something to you.
You were what?
Grabbed. Well, I'm lagging out.
Well, yeah, you're inside a factory. What do you expect? Oh. That's cool. Thanks. Okay, now I'm gonna go to a village to find a mending villager to get a single mending book. And since we have Create Enchantment Industry installed, I can duplicate those mending books to make more mending books. Finally, a mending book. Oh, I don't have enough emeralds. I finally got myself a mending book, and now I can craft myself a setup to duplicate and apply books using Create Enchantment Industry. And here I have the experience printer, and I can put my mending book on the top, and it'll require some liquid experience. Now for that, I need to make an experience drain, or what do they call it in this version? Disenchanter, which is just sandpaper with copper casing, which would be pretty easy to make. And just like that, I can make myself look at experience by just standing on this train, which will take experience directly from my hotbar. And just like that, there should be a mending book. And just like that, I can duplicate any type of enchanted book using just some experience, which is very useful. Now I just need to get another blaze burner in order to apply this enchanting guide onto it so that it can enchant my stuff for cheaper than an anvil. And just like that, I captured a blaze, and now I can go back and put it in my base. And just like that, I can enchant my tools using this blaze enchanter. Just gonna take a second, and there you go. Now my pickaxe is enchanted with mending. And now to apply this to the rest of my gear. And now I need to go mining for some more diamonds so I can make myself a full diamond set of armor. And just like that, I have all the diamonds I need. Now, because the server is obviously modded, you mine impure diamonds, which you need to use a washing setup on in order to purify it into normal diamonds. Now I'm going to craft myself a grappling whisk, which will allow me to basically use it as a grappling gun. However, it requires fuel, which you need fueling tanks for, which requires sturdy sheets. So I'll craft all of those up real quick, and yeah, I'll be able to traverse around more quickly and efficiently. And there you go, I have my grappling whisk finished, and I also made myself a pair of slime boots. And now I can go zooming faster than a horse. In fact, faster than basically any method of transportation. It's really overpowered. Now I can swing like Spider-Man through the nether. Probably gonna go look for a bastion and loot it or something. Okay, that was close. I had a lag spike, so I couldn't use my grappling whisk, and I fell into lava, but somehow I survived. Yeah, maybe this isn't the safest mode of transportation, especially if you are on a bad Wi-Fi. At this point, I realized that the tough farm couldn't support my ambitious goals of the server and couldn't support my factory and materials, so I decided to approach other alternatives of automation. In the crate mod, there are these things called ore stones, and they're basically like different stone variants made for each type of ore, and basically we have this mod installed called Create Molten Vents, which adds these special molten vent things that when you pour lava onto an active one, then it will produce that type of ore stone. However, this one, as you can see, is dormant. So in order to make it active, you need to explode it with something. In this case, I'm gonna use TNT. 3, 2, 1. And there is the active molten vent. Now if lava pours into it, it should theoretically create the ore stone. Oh dear, wow, that worked. That is very useful. So now I'm gonna use a minecart contraption to carefully pick it up. Oh wait, this block is apparently unmovable. So I can't use a minecart contraption for it. That's fine though, I'll just make it a physics contraption using Valkyrian skies. So I'm going to have to craft myself a few tools before I can do that. Mainly the gravitron, which allows me to pick up and move physics contraptions. Just like that, I can get the gravitron. Let's go. Now I can use Eureka to assemble this ship. And then I can use the gravitron to carry it. Just like that. Just like that, I can disassemble the ship here. And now I have a molten vent that's inside my base. Which is great. Because now I can use this molten vent to create a simple crimsite generator. Just now I have created myself a crimsite farm, which will allow me to get crimsite, crush it into iron, nuggets, and raw iron, and then wash that raw iron into redstone and more iron nuggets, and allowing me to create iron and redstone really quickly and efficiently. And now I have crafted myself a portable drill, which will allow me to not only break through blocks faster once it finishes recharging, but also if I enchant it with the digging enchant, it'll be able to mine a 3x3 area instead of just one block, allowing me to build like tunnels and mine stone a lot quicker. And just like that, I'm going to have digging on this drill, which will allow me to dig in a 3x3 area, like this. Very fast, very cool, very efficient. I'm doing a bit of renovating to my base to make it look a bit nicer, with some bricks and deep slate floor. And I've also moved some of my crate mod setup over here to give some more open space. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I have a gift.
Oh. Oh, package. Whoa.
I made myself
That is
an
a
iron
lot.
farm and it's kind of OP.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm gonna go get my stuff, cause, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I was thinking, how does the iron farm I made is so OP that I should make like a whole dedicated building and factory for producing all of the ore stones, which will probably take a few resources, but not too much, and it should be very easy to make. And it may yield massive profits if I'm able to sell the contents of this factory. So over here, I'm going to make my factory for all of the ore stones, and I'm gonna sell them. Actually, probably somewhere more like around here because I want this main open space to act like some sort of like pathway or driveway or something like that. So for some reason, my footage stopped working. I forgot to hit record, so yeah, you are seeing me probably about like 1 to 2 hours in the future, and I have created the ore stone organization, and this produces all the major ore stones in the crate mod and turns them into their respective ingots and byproducts. Now, these byproducts will be stuff like gunpowder, redstone, quartz, clay, and they're very useful. There's also a byproduct of electrum, which isn't the most useful metal, but it's pretty useful as well. At that point, I had enough of the loud sound, so I installed a noise reduction mod to reduce certain sounds, like the lava. Now, I've upgraded my storage system to not use vaults, but sophisticated storage, and to use these special storage controllers and storage I/O blocks in order to input and export items from this sort of huge storage multi-block. And as you can see, there's a lot of items in here, and I can practically add any space whenever I want to, and it's really cheap. Okay, now I'm gonna go to trade with some villagers so I can get more enchants for my gear. I then realized that the villagers were a bad idea and I could just use an enchanting table. It'd be much simpler. And just like that, I've got full protection 4 on my armor, making me basically invulnerable. Now I'm gonna create a sugarcane farm in order to get a bunch of paper and a bunch of other resources. Okay, so I've improved my basement area a bit more, made it look a bit tidier, and I've added a fan, which will allow me to get to the second floor, the main floor, really easily. I'm applying Unbreaking 3 to all of my armor pieces because I was able to get a book from it from the enchanting setup I have over here, and that makes it so that my tools break less fast. Okay, I did a bit more renovation to my base. There's now a cobblestone roof. I sealed off this end, added crushing wheels, added an enchanting setup. So yeah, it's pretty cool now. Basically the perfect starter base. Although at this point you can hardly call this base starter because it's basically got everything. Now I'm going to fight the Wither underground so that I can get a nether star. What I'm going to do with that nether star, I have no idea, but I'm just at least going to have it. just like that, I defeated a wither for absolutely free. Wonder what I can do with this nether star. Well, the only thing that I can really afford is a beacon. So I'm gonna do just that. And I think that's where I'm gonna end off this video. Next episode, I might do something like build an airship or like build like an airship base or something along those lines. And yeah, stay tuned for that. See ya.